tees, Jordans, and thrift socks. The chicks rock yoga pants, sweaters, and smart scarves. And congregated clubs, coffee shops, and the dog.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your patience. We've got one more game for you tonight before we sign off here on Essentials for the NA Monthly Cup. We're going to be having Froyotech back, and it's going to be against Ascent, the fallen from grace powerhouse of Invite. Would you say that's accurate, Marxist?
Correct.
Yeah, Ascent, they've had better days. Typically, the number 2 team in every season. They fell hard last season, and they've been struggling to climb their way back up. But Ascent, they're gonna be working hard tonight. All bets are off. We're on a even playing field, you could say. It's about the same as any ESCA match. Froyotech versus Ascent next. It's gonna be big, but it's not gonna be for a while. I just wanted to tease you guys with that so you can call your friends. Let everyone know we're going to be going live with this bad boy as soon as they get the server situation set up. Marxist, are you looking forward to this, maybe?
I sure am, Ro. We'll see how Ascent turns out here. They've been struggling lately, but I've heard rumors that they're rediscovering lost technology.
And also I heard this rumor that Froyotech has a bad medic.
That could be the possibility.
Ooh. You know, I can't say that. But they don't have their normal medic, and that is a loss for Froyotech. That knocks one of the pegs out of their ladder. And we'll see how it pans out for them. But we'll be going back to DJ console very shortly until we get the server info. So stay tuned, my guys and girls, and we'll be back. We're here, ladies and gentlemen. The ultimate, not penultimate, this is the finale, not the grand finals. I'm choosing my words very poorly here. We're going to the final match of tonight of the Swiss rounds, the open bracket, you could say, of this NA Monthly Cup. All the players are in the server. Ascent versus Froyotech is our final match tonight. And after it's all said and done, there will be an official bracket for tomorrow night's games. And we'll potentially be seeing maybe a grand finals similar to the match we're seeing right now. Because Ascent's got a fat roster from what they had a couple weeks ago. Marxist.
Yeah, Ascent has done some shuffle. They are clearly committed to winning at TF2, and when their initial lineup didn't work out, they made changes, which, sometimes you gotta swap out the pieces that don't work right. And that has led them to drop Showstopper and pick up Marmalou instead. And that will put Patty on the Soldier, Slemnish and Corsa on Scout. If you had told me Slemnish and Corsa on Scout maybe 2 seasons ago, I would say that's the best Scout pair in Invite. Slemnish had a really rough season last season. I don't know why. But I'm gonna hope he gets it back together here. And Corsa was, when he quit playing, one of the best Scouts in Invite. So they have dug out both of these 2 Scouts. Super good. Nursey is here tonight. And so is Badonsky. Badonsky, too. Speaking of players that had a rough time of it last season, Badonsky, I used to call him the best demo in Invite, and he really didn't show it last season at all. And he's even refound it, because even though they haven't been performing at the level they would like, which would be the tip-top of Invite, the best team in NA, that's their goal. He has still been playing a lot better than last season, so Badonsky trying to make himself comeback player of the year.
Yeah, he's gonna win the most improved little medallion when it's all said and done, you know? He dipped, and then he came back just so he could earn that most improved award, you know?
Indeed. He sandbagged a little bit last season. But Froyo, we just watched them. Best team in NA, former, last season's champions in the ESEA, our primary league in North America. So they are the favorites to win this, I would imagine, but we'd like to see Ascent do quite well. Cookie Jake will be their medic. He has aliased as a bad medic, as he is their substitute. I will point out, Ro mentioned this is the last game for tonight, but we will have more TF2 for you tomorrow at the same time. Starting, I think, at like 7 or 8 Eastern tomorrow.
Sometime in 7, yeah.
Yeah.
Just after 7.
Just after 7. We'll have more. The finale of this tournament will take place then. This is brought to you by Essentials.tf and Twitch TV, who are sponsoring them through this. The prize pool is $1,000. First place gets 600 of it. So quite a good bit of money there for just a monthly tournament. This will be happening next month as well. So if you play TF2 or you would like to play TF2, sign up your friends, win money. But here we are on the first mid-row. I will let you take it away.
Yeah, Badonsky showing his strength in the rollouts there. He's not falling apart yet. Gonna get there first. Habib's kind of low on HP, waiting for some heals. Gonna get arrowed finally. Meanwhile, the rest of Ascent have taken complete control of the left side, and we're seeing a rotation from Froyotech. Blade's gonna get some nice damage onto Corsa here. He's waiting desperately for an arrow. Gonna get healed up there, and oh man, a really weak Yamps. And Blade's gonna get taken down here. Soldiers are not looking too healthy here. Yamps gonna get the frag into the Slemnish here, but Marmalou is ready to come back into the fray here. He's got half health. He's gonna be jumping over for heals instead of trying to initiate here. And we're seeing a lot of flying players just taking a lot of damage and instantly healing up. This mid is still going on. They're afraid of the point. Trika's left the server, thankfully. And now we're seeing initiation. The Ubers are ready, and they're going to be a factor here in this mid fight. Patty's going to go down from Habib here, but he's going to get taken down here by Corsa. Almost gets moonshot once again. I remember a very timeless frag on him as he got launched into process skybox. Marmalou going to be scooting his way back over to the second point with his Meg, and pick up a frag on the way. Eric going down here. Habib still in the upper IT, very aggressively pushing him back, and Nursey got disconnected from the heels, so it's looking really bad now. Ooh, man, this Slundish does not want to give up on this point, and Marvel is going to grab Yomps here, so there's going to be potential here. The mid only just now getting capped here. It's going to be a repush coming in from Ascent. They want to try and catch out Habib. Oh, that rocket almost chips him away long range, and that is finally a moment to breathe so I can stop salivating foam in my mouth.
Well, no, they're not, because Ascent's coming in, and Patty bombs in, gets a lot of attention onto him, and then the flank comes in from the side, secures a bunch of frag. A bad medic, aka Cookie Jakes, is going to go down. He hung out. He was badly exposed. And then Marmaloo with an impressive shot there takes out Yomps, and they are whippity wiped. They're going to stack this one up, and they will get second for free. It's going to be absolutely free, and they have full Uber. So if I were Ascent, if I was Nursey, I would be pushing last right now. They're going to give Froyo a little bit of respect and not do that straight away. They do have a Engineer Pyro. We did see them use that in the last game to great effect. So we will see if Ascent can peep this, as it were, and see what's in front of them and not make the wrong decision. They're going to bring a ton of people into the Super. That's good, Rogue. Take it away.
Yeah, they take it down appropriately. The Pyro is a null factor there. The gun gets taken down. Banny's up on that heavy. Going to be not on full HP, and he's going to be taking a lot of damage. Going to back out, respawn as a scout, come back to the fray here. Right now, Eric getting taken down here by Marmaloo, who's also going to get taken down. That's 3 deaths, 4 deaths for poor Ascent, and now Badansi's trying to get him out, while Bandy's going to be heading off his escape route. Nursey somehow snuck her way around the corner, is not going to be able to get out of this one alive, and is going to go instead for the clutch frag. Not going to happen. Going to get taken down there by Banny. Late death. But thankfully only one spawn wave timer behind, so only a minor loss. They're probably going to lose mid from this too, and actually it's really funny, I wanted to mention this. I think this is the first time Froyotech has wiped in like 3 years.
I don't know if that's the truth, but it could feel that way. Ascent just misplayed that last push, and now we're watching the classic TF2 meat grinder, where if you really beat the last push, then you're going to end up on your own last. And that is... Ascent made 2 mistakes in a row, and now they're out of it. We will see an attempted counterplay from Patty. Ill-advised. He gets blown up. And now, as I mentioned the last time, this Uber is in. So Froyo getting it back together here. They're going to try to get easy kills from players that are disjointed. And they're already on the point. No one from Ascent can stop this. So yeah, that was Ascent just... what can happen sometimes, Ro, and this is a great life lesson. Sometimes you make a mistake, so you try to hurry up and fix it real quick, and then you make more mistakes.
Yeah, that could be applicable in both TF2 and in real life. Words of wisdom from Marxist. Going into this next mid, Badanski going to be taking an early sticky, and Blaze coming in hot and fast for Marmaloo. It's going to be juggled back, and Froyotech look like they have a really good hold right now. They're going to be getting in very aggressively. Blaze going to be grabbing a nice little frag with the help of Eric. Banny's getting juggled around, going to get pistoled down by Corsa. The revenge, of course, one could say. But Froyotech have locked out the heals from Ascent, and there's very little they can do. Slumber's going to be initiating to open the door for Corsa to be able to come back in here. He's now initiating, but his teammate Slumber's going to get taken down, and he's trying to take down Habib. Finally does. And he's going to surf death into the sewer. Nursey going to try and juke a little bit. Is actually probably going to get out of here because it's only Eric chasing him. There's enough teammates to help.
Oh, almost with a big shot there. But,
No!
Yes! Nursey gets the frag onto Eric. There we go. So, Eric missed his opportunity. Mom spaghetti there for him there. And, they are going to try and push and choke our Froyo. They're going to bounce out Blaze again with a great escape. And now pressure comes down. Both teams, however, have Uber. So we'll be on that pause for a cool minute here. And Froyo are the ones with the initiative. We'll probably see a Blaze bomb. But you never know. They might try something different.
Yeah, Back in the good old days of Process actually officially becoming a map, I remember the only people I ever saw do bombs that were very unique, or doing those ramp slides and whatnot, was Blaze. And so I always called it the Blaze bomb, but I was misinformed. It was people like Seagull and Z Brian.
Z Brian was one of the big innovators on this map. Shoutouts to him. He is a Path of Exile player now, so I have managed to play with him a bit. So that's what he's up to these days. But the bomb from Blaze, it does nothing.
Yeah, that's great hype up. History lesson on Process and the bombs. It holds. Only to see Blaze net nothing from it. It's a 1-for-1. Marmalou goes in himself, gets taken down. Blaze is up on the respawn, nice and quick. He's already at the health pack. The Uber's coming in from Eric, actually wrapping around, not an Uber, it's just Eric getting from behind, and gonna get to the face of Slemnish, who gets 2-shot, and a follow-up frag will take him down, so it's a 1-for-1 there, and Banny wants to commit to this. He's gonna get juggled here, almost gets taken down here. Nursey's not gonna pop, of course, but a lot of hurt players in IT, they're gonna have to back out here. And with that even exchange and good damage elsewhere, they should actually look for an opportunity to push here. Patty right now going very aggressive in sewer, not Saw. That's not a location.
Not
could be poking around.
Your brain is just trying to play another map. Here's a fun fact. So Slemnish died in a strange aggressive play there because his team's on the back foot. But early in a match like this, Slemnish, he's on the comeback tour, right, bro? He wants to prove that last season was an aberration. He still got it. So sometimes, especially early in a game, if you just go up on somebody and try to take them like that, you might win it, and that can set the tone for the whole rest of the game. It's like, oh, I don't want to, if I see Slemnish, that scout with the stupid hat, then I'm not going to fight him. And so that was sort of, I think that's what Slemnish was really doing. Some people might see it as a stupid, Slemnish just kind of went in, but it was a test. And that's what you do early in the game when you're a high-level player like this.
And right now we're seeing the bomb from Blaze. Once again, not going to net any results. Marmalou immediately goes to his position in IT. He's not going to go any further. He's very careful. Corsa tried to go for a play, and actually that would have been perfect opportunity for Marmalou to go around because nobody went through IT. They're all rotating to the choke in the sewers. Working their way in. Banny now getting to the face of Badonsky. He'll be doing some nice chip damage there, but he's going to survive. They're just going to arrow him back up to full very shortly now. Initiation from Patty jumping all over the choke point, and Marmalou is ready to initiate here from the IT. It's the fast bomb from Blaze, who has respawned. The force does come out, but he dies. And now the counter Uber comes in from good old Cookie Jake. He's going to be chasing down with Banny. Nursey's trying to surf some damage. Doesn't last long. It's looking really desperate now for Ascent. They're going to be losing one more player. It's just Marmalou in the lobby. He's going to have to back out. He might be able to get to the spawn if he's lucky. Does not. Fadeaway shot will take him down, and the cat will surely go in Froyotech's favor. 2-0 Marxist.
Yeah, that's hard to watch out of Ascent. So, as a rule in TF2, most teams don't do it because they can't recognize how bad a situation has gotten. You have a cognitive bias, right? You look at it, Ro, and you go, it's okay. You look at your bank account, and you go, it's okay. You need to Uber in there to preserve your defensive second, but they just said, it's okay, and then Froyo was all over him.
So now we're seeing Froyotech once again all over Ascent. They are going to get a frag onto poor Eric, but Cookie Jake, not on Froyotech anymore. Cookie Jake going to get the frag onto Patty as he lands. Frags are relatively even. I mean, you only have a scout and a demo defending on the side of Ascent, but because there's someone capping, it's practically even. And that's actually looking really good now for Ascent to defend here. If they can get one pipe here, potentially something can make it. They can make something of it. Patty gonna be getting into the fray here. Blaze surfs his way into an Uber force, and Cookie Jake is nowhere to be found here. So we're gonna be seeing a full Uber advantage. They're gonna be chasing it in through the sewer here. Right now it's on Banny. He's gonna be taking down Patty right away. Slemnish is gonna get cleaned up here by Habib, and Banny looks like he wants to try and cut off the escape route from Marmalou, who's got that paint train out. Trying to pull off some fast cap shenanigans here. Not gonna work when you're on the defensive. And now they're going to lose even Corsa. It's just Badonsky and Nursey up. This is not what Ascent needs, and they're going to lose this round.
Yeah, that was another case of a mistake leads to a mistake, which leads to a mistake. And then you've lost the round. There's no coming back from that. Again, they had Uber and should have used it aggressively and then didn't, and their team was dead. And Froyo was all around them. So there's some kind of a failure to recognize when it's time to go for Ascent.
So now Ascent trying to set the pace right away. Marmalu's gonna die. He got right there. He did some good damage, but no one's able to follow up closely enough. Patty gonna be able to get some good damage onto Habib and clean that up. One last ditch rocket before dying, but with 3 down for Ascent, it's not looking good. Corsa and Slimnish are gonna try to back out. Slimnish will lose his life in the process. Heyo. And Corsa will be slowing things down for Blaze. He's not gonna get any further than that. Nursey almost got the frag even, but he will go down to Banny, who's still on the hunt. Not going to go any further now that Marmalade has respawned. And Cookie Jake putting initiative on the cap. Typical.
Yeah. I will say, though, a nice little moment there. Even though Froyo now are going to push in, maybe. No, they're going to pause. They're looking at lobby. I like that kill from Corsa there that just happened on second. Because Corsa, as Blaze was spamming at him, Corsa counted his rockets. And he noted that Blaze had shot all 4 of them and had not had time to reload, so he just ran at him and killed him. That was pretty excellent. That's high-level play.
And somehow we have 2 soldiers
yeah.
on last, almost going for a back cap here while there's action near the lobby. Liz is going to be the first one to fall, but Habib will also grab a Paddy frag, and Ascent have been forced again. They will collect the Yomps, and now with no soldiers, this is a prime real estate for pushing out if you can survive this last push. Coming in from Froyotech as both guys are getting Ubered. They're right in the face of the enemy team, but Corsa and Slimnish are not going to give it up. Habib coming in now, doing some nice pipes, going to connect onto Nursey there. One more is all it's going to take to stop Adonsky. There's the pipe, and there's the death. Goes down, and 4-0 with this commanding lead from Froyotech. I hate to say it, but Ascent is getting stomped harder than Swift.
Well, Ascent's big problem is they are not defending second properly. And unless you outright win the mid every time, at some point you're gonna have to defend second, and they're just not doing it at all.
So coming into this potentially last mid, Ascent need to figure out what they're doing wrong and try and make something happen against mid. Blaze now jumped up top, got some nice damage onto Corsa there. He's going to be wrapping around while Marmaloo is nowhere to be found, all the way at the sewer, wrapping up for some help. Patty going to be sneaking around the corner, picking up Eric, and now with full soldiers behind, is going to see if they can do something else here. They are going to lose Nursey, but the bomb comes in hot and does connect onto Cookie Jake, and Corsa can absolutely do this. He gets the frag onto good old Blaze, but he won't be able to survive. He grabs the health pack, but Habib had stuck it up. So now Banny will cap second, or mid, and Habib will try and get a cheeky little kill on somebody as they push their way through second.
Marmaloo and Cookie Jake are having a discussion about how much damage rockets do in the Dead People's chat. But we will see again Ascent holding second. The Ubers are even again, and they need to rework this hold, and hopefully they have done it. The last mid was kind of a struggle for Ascent there. They're not getting out of... Marmaloo is bombing really early and then trying to jump away to distract, and they're just not really getting much out of it. And that, it caught... Whatever they're trying for at mid just isn't happening. And there's some sort of piece to the puzzle missing, as it were. And, as such, their mids are just not working. And Froyo sort of just groups up and push, which sounds really simple, but it works. So here we are. We might see that immemorial Blaze bomb, but no, we're gonna shift the heels and go in Blaze with a really wacky surf up to IT. I don't know really what he was trying to do there. If you can actually make that work to surf into a med that's too close to IT. If so, big if true. But
Big if true.
It didn't work.
Yeah, so now Froyotech is... They're expecting someone to come through, but Marmaloo, the go-to guy for those kind of plays, he's just sitting in IT, and they're just giving this up. They don't want to push. That was their one opportunity to try and make something happen, a one-man advantage. and they don't want to lose outright. But I mean, you're already in the losing position. Throwing in a player at the hopes of getting yourself an advantage is not a mistake in this time frame.
There are some players who believe that the counter sack has no purpose, and right now it's pretty accepted that it does. But there was a time when it was a hot debate, and you know, some teams may fall back on that. Eric, however, coming up on the sniper, they're just going to Uber in. Replays of prior days and European TF2, and they're just going in. Yomps is gonna die. It was it took a little longer than expected, but it happened, and as a result, they've got Eric here now. In some worlds, if they have a sniper, you're better able to push, but no, it doesn't matter. The sniper contributes nothing. But all the bombs mean nothing as well because all the players get blown up. And Eric types a step back.
Very intimidating there. Telling them to go back. In Ascent, they listen. They're forced into their last. Have to deal with the insult of having to retreat. Eric still on that sniper. Going to be a factor in this last push. But Marmalu's got some tricks up his sleeve, namely a knife. And it's poised to stab a bad medic.
And it did! And then Marmalu immediately dies to a sniper, but Yomps is going to get taken out by Corsa. So this is a pretty large player advantage. Nursey still has Uber. And let's see, Nursey comes out, tries to delay, but Blaze delays even more. And then Eric kills Patty. Attempted back cap, but they clean that up as well. So now it's basically just don't get headshot by Eric. And ooh, Eric does a ton of damage there. The bomb is coming in onto the point. It's going to take out Slemnish. Corsa has almost no health, but don't worry, there are arrows for that. And then we have Marmalu going way behind, but Froyo not going to be perturbed by that. They're trying to block this point. Oh, but Big Pipe makes it stop.
Yeah, the cap goes off to Ascent. And they're going to grab themselves a nice little frag and a Blaze, but they lost Marmalu as well. This 1-for-1 is not the exchange they wanted. Eric going to be respawning on that scout. Players are also coming back to the front lines. Ubers are relatively even, absolutely zero chance of pushing off a 10% advantage, especially when you don't have your respawns. So we're looking at another reset here. And what do you think Ascent has to do now when they're in this position? They have even Ubers. They're holding second. Well, right now, you don't even have to answer that. Corsa coming in through the IT with the Uber, going to get forced off right away. They're actually going to get a counter pop from Cookie Jake. I don't know how much pressure he was actually receiving. He was just trying to pop for the sake of popping. And that was a lovely exchange, Marxist. That was very peaceful and happy.
Yeah. It's Ascent are trying to take advantage of Cookie Jake being a ringer. Cookie Jake is not normally Froyo's medic, and Froyo can be a pretty high pressure environment to play with. So they're trying to mess with him, and it was working, but their team can't push. So it doesn't matter. They get wiped out at the choke, and we'll see. Marmalu does get a nice shot there. Kind of hits Eric with a pretty cool air shot. But I don't think it's going to make a difference. And Slemnish will die immediately after. Yeah, just Ascent are having so many problems pushing right now, and defending contested points. And that, you know, that's the... Oh, wow, Badonsky, though. Badonsky's pipes still work, bro. So even if his team's not performing that well, Badonsky can still just walk in and screw up your entire life.
And then Corsa will clean house. He's leading the charge now into the midpoint. It's looking really good. Ascent are not out yet. There's 9 minutes left. This is where they got to put it into first gear. First gear, that's the slowest gear. Yeah, this is where you got to put it into fifth gear. As high a gear as possible on your little bike. As Ascent have pedaled their way into mid and grabbed the point. Of course, it's going to grab Blaze, but get taken down. And now with both scouts taken down, it's not looking good. There it is, the final sack from Marmalu. Cap's going to go back into Froyotech's hands. And they're even going to be sending in Yomps very aggressively, juggling up poor Mr. Badonsky. He's going to be backing out the last. And the second is all but assuredly Froyotech's. Even Ubers on both sides. The respawns are up. No off classes as to be decided. by Ascent. We're in another position where it's just even Ubers, but a different side of the map.
Yeah, and that was a great play from Blaze there, taking out Corsa. Normally, if you were a soldier and Corsa was chasing after you, your response might be to run away as fast as you can. But he decided to stand his ground because he knew Corsa had to enter a tiny doorway. And if anything makes scouts easy to kill, it's when they can't use their movement and instead have to try to use their 125 health to tank rockets. And it turns out they're not very good at that. So, nice frag there from Blaze, but we are watching this even-Steven fight now. Slemnish is already on the sniper to try to defend Blast. I imagine at some point we'll see a Froyo player sack in for some kind of a kill, or they're just gonna park the bus. Because there are only 7 minutes left. So they could just stand out here forever and do nothing and win.
Yeah, that's the power of European rules. So, fortunately, it's looking very bleak as Slemnish gets taken down by Eric, who actually managed to pick up Corsa in the crossfire, and then he gets out. So now with no Corsa, no Slemnish, I'm surprised they have Slemnish instead of Corsa on Sniper. Him having played Sniper in TF2 since he was 13. Looks like Badonsky, though, going to be able to stop any aggression from Eric, and actually a follow-up from Marvel, who's going to be taking down 2 players inside of the lobby. Yamps and Habib, very good prizes. It's Banny trying to sneak in through the one shutter door. He's got a lot of health and his pistol isn't working, but Nursey is going to be trying to stay alive, finally gets taken down. And Marmalou has already started the cap, so it looks like it's not over yet. Ascent are going to be doing what's necessary to at least mitigate this round difference.
Yeah, they heroically broke the parked bus, just crashed right into it. They're going to take this even Uber fight. So far, it's even. And then they're going to re-push, which may or may not work out. Marmalou jumped in too early and got double counter-jumped by 2 soldiers. So that's a free pick for them. It's up to Corsa to get big frags, and he is not able to do that right now. And Nursey is taking too much damage to keep putting out the heals. Yeah, it didn't happen there. Corsa had to get super lucky and get a player off by themselves, and it didn't happen. And now, well, it's actually happening a little for Slemnish, but it's Banny is now against Marmalou and a very badly hurt Badonsky. I think they'll be able to secure this second point.
Yep, the cap is going down. Marmalou is holding back any aggression, but thankfully the scouts have opted to stay on the point, finish that off. So Marmalou will be a little bit more comfortable here in the lobby. They're pushing out Ascent. They know it's now or never. So we have the freedom to just kind of run through. This is what we were talking about. Not in the same sense that we're happy with, but they have nothing to lose, so they're going to do weird things. And as a result, Habib's going to pipe Badonsky. So now they have no demo to keep this aggression up. And with Patty going down, it's looking really strong for Yamps to flank right now. He's going in through the rollout room as Eric gets the force off. He's going to get flashed here. Yamps going to be taking a little bit of extra damage there. Not going to be connecting on anyone else here. And the cap is all but capped here. Corsa is getting onto the point here, but walks off to attack players. And the final cap goes to a bad medic, Cookie Jake.
Yep, so they will endure the ignominy of being 5-0'd by Froyo. Yeah, unfortunately for Ascent, they just didn't manage this map very well. So, and so if you have stuck around for the last 3 games, you'll note they were all on process. That was not our doing. Bro didn't do it. I didn't do it. The admins at EssentialTF.tf didn't do it. Twitch, our sponsor, didn't do it. It was the players themselves. And they chose process 3 times in a row. A very popular map, but unfortunately, Ascent not quite prepared to play it.
Yeah, I think one of the key things there is I'm not up to date on the Froyotech's good and bad, you know, where they stand on the map strength, but I imagine with players like Blaze, you know, he's very cozy when it comes to process, and everyone else seemed to be on top of their game here from Froyotech to, you know, land themselves victory in 2 maps back to back. But Swift was the one that showed a little bit more strength there, with only losing 4 rounds to Ascent's 5 lost. So I mean that stacks up with the current standings in TF2 right now.
Yep, in NA. So
Yeah.
over on the statistics for this game, Banny and Eric's. Okay, backup, process, scout, dominant map. Banny and Eric, scouts, dominate the map. Corsa comes in third for frags. And then all the rest of Froyo except for Cookie Jake, and then all the rest of Ascent. Not what you want.
Yeah, all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, all the way down to the bottom. Damage per minute is Banny, Habib, Eric. You don't want that. Can't win that game. And your top dyer, actually, I would have hedged my bets on it being Marmaloo due to his playing Roamer, but it wasn't. It was Slimnish. I talked about how he was testing players and not doing stupid things necessarily. But at 12 and 20, maybe there's a little bit of stupid things mixed in there too.
Yeah, maybe you're just stepping over a little bit too far, trying to see what you can get, and then throwing your body into essentially a meat grinder.
It happens to everyone sooner or later. And over on the medic side, just to talk about their performance briefly, a bad medic died 3 times. Nursey, who normally hardly ever dies, had over double. And but the frag battle was tied, so not getting horribly outfragged. The drop total was 0 for both medics. Both understood when to pop it and when not to drop it. So that is how it goes. Our heal spread was very even for both teams, although the players that received the evenish spread are quite different between the two teams. So that's kind of interesting. But we won't talk about that much because that gets into some really weird technical details.
Yeah, I think the real thing we should be talking about, the ultimate blasphemy of correlation and causation. Ascent somehow managed to get an incredible amount of air shots between their players. I mean, Blaze topped it off in the server with 9. That's to be expected. He's jumping in midair and he sees another soldier and he instantly hits him. That's how it goes. But then Marmaloo and Patty had 8 and 6, and Badonsky had 3. So that's 3 players from Ascent topping the the air shot board, and they lost. And when you look at Yamps and Patty, or Yamps and Habib, Patty had some. I'm in the wrong teams here. Yamps and Habib had virtually no air shots. So I think that speaks for itself, right? You know, if you get more air shots, you lose the match, right?
Well, based on my own individual DM experience, most of the time I hit an air shot, I die anyways. So that's how it goes. And a lot of the time with air shots, the players that you hit is coming at you. And that was a big problem for Ascent, is when Froyo pushed them, their response was to just stand still. And static defense does not work in TF2. So there you go. All right, Ro, do you wanna hype up tomorrow?
Why should I? When you're the one who's...
Do we have a closeout show? Is there like a panel discussion about what we saw tonight? I know we might have that tomorrow. It was discussed. So I just want to check.
Yeah, no, I don't think we've got anything else lined up for tonight right now, unfortunately. But the action is just getting ramped up here. This was all just to, get a feel for who's going to be in the actual bracket. Starting tomorrow night, same time. Should be finishing about this same time, maybe a little bit later, depending on how hard the grand finals goes. But we'll be seeing these same teams practically. We're definitely seeing Froyotech and Ascent and Swift. Those teams have more than assuredly secured themselves a spot in the brackets tomorrow. They'll be doing all that action somewhere around 7, maybe 8 EST PM tomorrow. So if you want to check that out, guys, it's going to be good because they're going to have all the losses they've taken tonight. They're going to be looking at their demos. They're going to be like, okay, where did I mess up? maybe I needed to get a nap in or something. Get that DM arm working.
Wash
kinda
your
thing.
hands under hot water.
Yeah, man, because it's cold out there right now. Marxus is dealing with 27 degrees in freedom units and dropping.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna fix their problems, and we're gonna have even better games tomorrow, and hopefully not on process.
Yeah, we'll see what map they pick tomorrow. I think teams like Swift and teams like Ascent that Froyo just showed them they're better at process than them. We're gonna pick a different map next time. So hopefully we'll see something different. Your casters will primarily be Corn Pop and Mela. There may be some other characters showing up. So
Eckstein and Cambo for the beginning.
Eckstein.
The preliminary.
So Eckstein will be coming by to the legend of TF2 casting. Back when I started TF2, there were some other casters, but Eckstein was the one that consistently put out material. And so I think of him as my soundtrack to TF2. And so we will have that for you as well, to see who wins that $600 and who gets fourth and wins like a cool hundo.
Yeah, pay for those, premium fees in ECA.
Gas, dinner for your girl, lots of stuff. So, hey, I good enough for the ones I go out with, Ro. So,
yeah, no, I'm with it. It's just like, how do you balance, the top of invite and a job and a girlfriend, Marxus? It's not that easy.
I mean, people have done it before. So here we are, and we've got Essentials.tf bringing you this tournament with Twitch as the sponsor. I just want to reiterate that for the last time.
Yeah, please go
tonight.
to twitch.tv, guys. It's very important that you visit our sponsor.
But yeah, our sponsor very much appreciates your activity. And furthermore, this tournament will be happening again next month around the same week. They shoot for the second week of the month, as far as I know. So if you want to get in on this, do it. There's nothing really to lose here by participating in the tournament, and it makes everybody look better. And we have more games to pick to cast, and we cast an open game tonight. So it could be anybody. If you put on a good show, we will cast it.
Yeah, if you've got what it takes, if you've got somewhere to be in your wherever your position is in TF2, there's a chance you'll be on camera for the next tournament. So yeah, definitely look into it. I'm pretty sure there's no entry fee or anything, right? It's just a free tournament with money.
Yeah, and you get money if you're good.
Yeah.
So, and if you're a new viewer, step 1, get good at TF2. Step 2, sign up at essentials.tf. And step 3, make that money. That's all there is to it. So, all right. I think we're ready to wrap it up, though, right? Do we need to say anything else, Ro?
Wash your hands and take your vitamins.
Yeah, that's a good one. And, okay, well, for myself, Marxus, Ro, and Console, Essentials.tf, and also Twitch, of course. Thanks for watching. Come back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll have more for you then. Until then, good night.